Welcome back, junkies. In today's analysis, we're going to hit the smaller time frames for Bitcoin, but as we are dumping here to the downside, and as crypto is dumping today to the downside, I figured it's a perfect opportunity to go over three very important charts why I think, hey, we're coming down. We're coming down. We're going to look at the Bitcoin dominance chart as well as the Ethereum chart. A lot of you have been asking about ETH. I did post this schizophrenic drawing over on X, breaking it down for you, but I'm going to break it down in this video super quick. Make sure you're following me on X, guys. Make sure you're in the free Discord. Pin in the first comment down below. There's a lot of additional content. I keep you guys updated in both of those platforms. Make sure you are following and make sure you are in Discord. Let's get into this. First chart we're breaking down, very simple, rudimentary, guys. Bearish divergence. It is all over this chart. I need some type of resolution here, some type of reset of RSI, of momentum to the downside. This is on the weekly time frame, guys. I want to see a breakdown here and this bearish divergence to play out. And then we will have enough space on RSI. We will have enough space on momentum to get this monster move to the upside that we're all waiting for, right? I am overall bullish on crypto, guys. You know that. But it's okay to be bearish on the short term, right? It's okay. That's just what I'm seeing on the charts. Now, I'm ready to be wrong. And if I am wrong and we start ripping to the upside, this would be such a momentous wave that would need some type of resolution and divergence put in at some point, guys. We're talking big targets if this was the case, and we're talking well into 2027, into 2028 for this to all play out, guys. It's not going to go straight up and straight down. Like, that's just not how it's going to go. This is more indicative of a top. This was more indicative of a top. We would need, even if we get a blow off top, we would need that kind of topping pattern to follow, and then we get our dump. Those things take time. I don't think the time horizon is on our side if you are bullish. I think we need some type of a resolution here, and then we cook to the upside. I've shown this chart to you many times, guys, on the macro. 5 waves to the upside for Bitcoin. I'm looking at a flat correction here now for my W wave. Going to look to come into an X, into a Y wave that would give this a similar structure to this, breaking down and fully resetting RSI. Just an idea. This is on the macro. Basically, just what I'm trying to convey is we need a big pullback here. Even if you are bullish for the immediate term and you think we're going to keep ripping to the upside, I do believe we need to put it in this flat for our 2 wave, and we have a 1 here into a 2, cook up for 3, 4, 5, right? So I still think this flat is coming with high probability. We'll see if it plays out. The only caveat here is I think we're going to correct out and put in a double correction for a WXY or some variation of a more elongated correction. If you guys are having trouble tracking these waves, make sure you're in the free Discord. I do have a free Elliott wave course, just the essentials. Bootcamp V2 is out. Go take it. It's an hour and a half. You can run through those videos, take it as many times as you want. Discord's pinned in the first link down below. I don't just plug that to plug it. It's legitimately useful stuff for you guys. I have live charts in there as well. A lot of good stuff. Now, the Bitcoin dominance chart. It looks to me, again, this is on the weekly time frame. This is a long time frame, a big time frame. But it looks to me as if we did reset the weekly RSI. We are curving to the upside here. We have put in heavy momentum on the dominance chart for Bitcoin, and we have a nice reset of that momentum. Let's put in maybe some divergence. Maybe we get some divergence on the chart here, or maybe we just start completely ripping to the upside, one or the other. I want to see this come up. I want to see a reset of the RSI back to overbought territory, and then we'll have room to keep pushing to the downside if we want to. But guys, this is the weekly time frame. As I said, this is going to take a long time to play out, but it is not indicative of an alt season, in my opinion. I am not bullish on the alt season. I'm bullish on the dominance chart. I've been saying this for the longest time, guys. I don't see alts rallying here. I just don't see it. I know a lot are waiting. They're holding their bags, and I just fear that they're holding, going to be holding right back to their entry, and they'll sell at the lows again because of fear or whatever. But I am looking at the dominance chart and saying, hey, this looks more like Bitcoin holding up better in some type of a bear market while alts kind of take a harder hit. That's what I'm getting the sense of here. We'll see how it plays out. And this kind of leads me to my next point in Ethereum. Guys, stick with me through this whole video. I'm going to hit Bitcoin in a second for you on the smaller time frames and really analyze this dump and show you where I'm looking for a reversal here on Bitcoin as well. But the Ethereum chart that I posted over here on X, right here, as to why I think we're going to get this big downside move, I'm going to break down for you right now real quick. Before I do that, I also posted this, guys. Another reason why I don't think alt season's coming. I don't think we're going to push to the upside without some type of QE. The average American has no money, guys. The average, it's easy for us as traders or us in this space to not see what's going on to the average American or the average person. They have their credit cards maxed out. They can't even buy groceries, guys. They are not worried about crypto or throwing their money into Bitcoin. They don't have any money. They're trying to put groceries on the table, food on the table for their kids, right? For their families. It's easy for us to kind of live in our own world. We need to see what's happening to the average person. The average person has no money. No money. Trump needs to shoot some stimulus into their veins, right? For retail to enter this market at this point. At all-time highs. Anyways, neither here nor there. Let's break down this ETH chart. For Ethereum, real quick. It's very simple, guys, for me. I don't see this as a finished correction and we're starting to rip to the upside. I don't see that. Reasons being, if I pull fibs here, we haven't even hit the 786, which is my minimum retrace of a correction. We need to at least come down to the 786, and that's the minimum. Didn't even hit it. I can't get a triangle here. You got 1, 2, 3. This comes up above the triangle. Nothing jives for me except for a flat correction. That is literally, you know, at the end of the day, ETH can say, screw it. I don't care. I just consolidated and now I'm breaking out. That's fine. If Bitcoin was to do that, I would say there's no way. Market cap is way too large. It's not going to just do that. Ethereum might. But I'm bearish on Bitcoin anyways, guys. So my bearish thesis for ETH is valid in my opinion. We have a correction down from the highs. I can't get any kind of leading impulse here, guys. If this was a finished correction here, if you were saying this is it, that's my finished correction, this is the start of something, and we're corrected that and we're going to start to go, I'd say, okay, now you might be onto something, but I cannot get an impulsive wave here, guys. I can't do it. All right. I don't want to waste my breath going over all these little details, but you know, the most impulsive wave you can get is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some type of leading diagonal right here, which I hate, guys. I hate it. This is a very sharp correction, and now we're off to the races. That is what you would have to come to terms with if you are bullish as an Elliott wave trader or having wave structure as the foundation of your trading. That's what you would need to be okay with. And I'm just not cool with that. I can't trade that. So I'm still looking at this as a correction to the downside, and then I'm looking at this as a correction up, a flat correction down, and another correction up for WXY. This is how I am looking at the chart. Now, why am I calling it a WXY? Well, we haven't even hit the 90% retrace of this move down. We hit the 786 and bounced off of that. 90% is my minimum retrace for a flat, which would indicate we'd get an impulsive C wave to the upside. So now that we haven't hit the 90%, and that's just my minimum, guys. That's not even the likely target to hit. That's just the minimum, and we couldn't even hit that. I'm expecting a corrective Y wave. As we know, with WXY is a double correction. We got a correction up into another correction up, a double correction, WXY. And I am looking at this correction being finished. I'm going to get rid of everything. I'm looking at this correction being finished for ETH. You can pull fibs on the entire move, and we are at the 1 fib. It's not going to hit perfect. You give it some breathing room. And of this ABC here, we're at about the 1618, right? About the 1618 of this ABC. We have put in that corrective structure. If we go for one more high, it's going to look like an impulsive wave to me. I won't like it, guys. I will not like it. I need this high to hold for ETH, and we should cook to the downside for our C leg of our flat. Now there is, and stick with me, guys. I still have to hit Bitcoin on the smaller time frames for you. Stick with me. There is a couple fib targets I like. There's 786 right here at like 2K, 1900. There's the 1-to-1 down here at like 1K. So 1K is going to be an important target for me. 1800 to 2K is going to be an important target for me. One of these two I'm going to be targeting for sure if this pushes to the downside to load up on spot bags again, right? So that's my outlook for ETH. Then we can get extremely impulsive, guys. Once we do that, you know, BTC should put in a structure like this, kind of consolidating and correcting our 5-wave impulse from the bottom here at 100 or at 15K, and then we can rip to the upside on Bitcoin as well, right? So that's kind of what I see for Ethereum. The only caveat is for Bitcoin, I'm looking at a WXY. I can't really get an impulse down on Bitcoin right now. It looks ugly to me to just have a straight impulse to the downside like I have on Ethereum here. So maybe we get hit with more of a complex flat correction where we get a correction down. I've seen it many times, especially on smaller cap assets and smaller cap coins. Ethereum would be put into that category. So watching out for more of a corrective C leg instead of an impulsive C leg that would go hand in hand with Bitcoin's more WXY corrective zigzag shape. Now, going to the smaller time frames for Bitcoin. If you are bullish immediately, and something I'm watching out for, guys, there's a potential for this to be a finished WXY almost, and one more hit to the highs is coming. But before I go really small time frames, I just want to go over the main scenario for me. Again, I've gone over this in countless videos. But looking at a flat correction here down to at least the 1-to-1, but I'm targeting the 1.618 box. We have hit the 1.618 of this ABC. Looks beautiful. Finished. Let's cook to the downside. And then if you're macro bullish, once we finish this correction, that's a nice 1, 2, ready for a big time 3 into a 4 or 5, like big time, right? But either way, I'd be looking at this flat correction for either your giga bullish count, or what I'm saying is we're going to correct down for more of a WXY. It's going to take more time. All right, so I just want to put that into perspective. Now let's crank into the smaller time frames and see what we got cooking here. Now, something I'm really tracking right now is a leading diagonal. Guys, this price action in here was very tricky. Very tricky. We are short from the highs, from all-time high over in Premium Discord, and not really trading anything smaller time frames at the moment. But something I'm tracking is a leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Usually you're going to see this channel quite nicely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then maybe we get an ABC that breaks out, and then we get our 3-wave. We zoom out, show you what this would look like. 3, 4, 5. Love this structure as of right now. We'll see if it plays out. If we get a bounce off of this parallel channel down here, I'm really going to be looking for this leading diagonal to play out. Looking for this corrective wave. There's going to be a lot of tradable action in here. Nothing I'm taking action on right now, but good to know and have a trading plan for if this does look like it's going to play out. Would be a beautiful swing short entry here if we're playing the structure as well. Ultimately getting us down to 100K-ish for this flat. If you're bullish, guys, you want to see this be a WXY. It has potential. It has potential. See correction down, correction up, another correction down. We could be putting in a WXY right here, and then absolutely ripping to the upside. Just pull fibs. Again, I don't see this happening, guys. If I'm looking at like the 4-hour time frame, there was a real good potential for this to curve to the upside and really give you some nice divergence at least, or a nice shot to the upside here. And we just got hammered. We got hammered on this wave down. Kind of breaking structure on all of our indicators. Momentum is starting to get heavy to the downside. Usually you're going to see this play out in the form of a bigger wave. Maybe we get some divergence. That's why I really like this leading diagonal count playing out. Reset and then cook to the downside. We'll see if it plays out, guys. That's what I'm watching for on the smaller time frames. I hope this helped you. If you want to trade this stuff, you guys know I'm a leverage trader. Blowfin is the best non-KYC exchange I have found out there. I will bring another one to your guys' attention if I find a better one. Blowfin is the best. I hook you guys up with the best bonuses with them for that reason. I make sure I get you guys the best ones. If we're trading, we might as well get paid for it as well, right? You get $1,200 in bonuses, up to $1,200. These are very easy bonuses to attain with the trading volume. Make sure you go get you some of that. You get access to this and every additional promotion I run with them. You will get access to, as long as you're signed up with the link pinned below or code chart junkies. You also get VIP reduced trading fees with them, guys. There are no KYC available globally. VIP reduced fees instantly. Make sure you follow me on X. Check out Discord, guys. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Trade safe, everyone. Love you. Peace.